Kurt Baker, the double thumbs up man. Waits to bring New Zealand out onto the field. 35-10 against Russia, 31-0 against Portugal. Kenya come past Portugal themselves, come past Russia themselves. Great atmosphere here now, Carlton Arna. Kenya corner down to our right-hand side. We'll be making plenty of noise for this one. And if Kenya can get off to a good start, we saw that last night, as Mike Adamson will be the man in possession of the P in the middle. And this game could be anyone's.
Oh, most definitely, Johnny. This Kenyan team are riding high on confidence after their first ever win in a cup final in Singapore. They have come into this tournament flying, but New Zealand, you can't underestimate a champion, and that's what this guy is here. Collins Injera, how long will it take before he takes his seat amongst the greats in the world of rugby sevens? Not far away from being the most decorated try scorer in history.
Yeah, he's shuffling onto that seat, isn't he, as a great. Kenya against New Zealand. His final round of games on the second day, as it is here in Paris, the Stade Jean-Bouin. Really important games for all these teams now.
Oh, most definitely. I think the winner of this matchup will face either Fiji or Samoa and Pool D. It's a lot to play for, no doubt, going forward.
Certainly is. It was always going to be interesting to see how Kenya reacted to that cup final win in Singapore. I spoke to Mike Friday about it, of course, former Kenya coach, said often they rest on their laurels. That's certainly not been the case here in Paris.
Especially when you get the taste of success and the way these guys have gone about their business. They totally deserved their win. I haven't seen a team dismantle Fiji like these guys did in Singapore. It was absolutely outstanding, and they have carried on their form into this one.
Yeah, thumping, wasn't it? It really was. And they have the line out here. Collins Injera. Going to get the arrows right? No. Back for Kurt Baker, captain. There's only a C next to his name, he said earlier today, didn't he? There's so many leaders across the field here. But pressure defence from Kenya again. New Zealand with a mistake. Uncharacteristic from them.
Quick throw and two by Kenya, Johnny.
And away they go. Rieko Ioane's done well there. Really physical. And then Baker whips it away. And then New Zealand come away. And Baker tried to track back. And it's the other Ioane who dots out for the first 5-pointer.
Well, Akira Ioane just continues to amaze. A young man with all the skills, but he's got absolute power and balance. Look at him there, just shrugs off William Baka, and there is a huge man down for New Zealand. Sonny Bill Williams went down, looked like a knee, but he's up on his feet. The other big guy, Akira Ioane, getting it done. There he is there. Sonny Bill does not look good. He has been the form player for New Zealand.
Akira Ioane, player of the final in Wellington and in Sydney. Baker. Never going to miss, was it? The moment it left his boot.
Really has taken his game to another level. The captain, Kurt Baker, only 3 tournaments potentially left in his 7th career, moving on to Europe next season after the Olympics, so he wants to go out with a flourish, and he is leading from the front. Kurt Baker, interesting to note too, Gordon Tietjens going with his big lineup, his 2 playmakers, and Gillies Kaka and Augustine Pulu sitting on the bench.
Pulu's had a good series, just allows Kurt Baker more of a free roll. Don from Kenya. A few questioning looks at Mike Adamson.
From the kickoff, I think it touched the Kenya hand going forward. I think that's the ruling from Mike Adamson. Never got a call from his assistant referee. But Kenya here, they have to be wary. They have to really get their defence in order. It's Canilla for New Zealand to score back-to-back. Sonny Bill Williams taps it back. Oh, geez, you can't see it on that one. It looks okay for mine.
With you again. And Injera. 2 tries yesterday against Portugal. To his brother, Yenge. Here come again. Riodi. New Zealand just staying out of the ruck for now. Injera looked flat at best. The brothers do it again for Kenya. Collins Injera to Humphrey Kayenge.
Some nice flat passing here, you can see that. The decoy on the inside and then releases the pass, gets on the outside of Akiti Ioane. With that nice distribution does Collins Injera. The combination, Injera Kayenge again getting it done for Kenya.
How often have we said that about these two? At times it looks like a team of only 2, such superstars of Kenyan rugby.
Between that family, there's nearly 400 sevens tries. Unbelievable.
And of course, Collins Injera closing in on Santiago Goma's scorer's record. Sits on 2.27. 2.30 the record for the Argentine coach. Restart, really important now. 1:14 left on the clock in this first half. Advantage coming to Kenya. Unsuccessful with the conversion. 2-point lead for New Zealand. Kenya will have the scrum. We'll be happy to have the scrum. Minute to go. The end of this first half.
Such a dangerous place too. Hard to defend, midfield scrum options both ways. Natural inclination, if you get a good heel from Kenya, is to go to the right-hand side because the opposition half has to stay. There it is, Molia just bounces off his hands. Good lift there by Peter Aki, but a great opportunity, Kenya.
Right in centre field, this one. The New Zealand realise the importance of the scrum, don't they? Real contest out the scrum.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
SPW on this near side. From Kenya, a little top pass. Really important tackle. Rico Arnie. Referee calls them all. Ormond was in there as well for New Zealand. And they just suck Kenya in, hold it up more. Scrum to them. Scrum's been called, we will play this one out.
That guy on screen, Rico Ioane, a lot's been said about his attack and what he does going forward, but on day 2, his defence has been outstanding. Not for the first time today he's been able to hold up a defender one-on-one, create a maul and get a turnover.
No, just when the scrum set.
4 points off South Africa.
Bind.
In
Set.
the series table. In 3rd, New Zealand. Can't afford a turnover here.
Who can leave the scrum early?
Get it over because it's a penalty. Sonny Bill off the left. Rico Ioane. Kenya! Oh, they turn it over! Humphrey Kayenge puts the foot down. Needs the offload, it's there! Oh, there you are, Kenya! That's a way to finish a half.
Well, this is where I was so impressed with them when they played Fiji. Was that the ruck and counter ruck? Watch them here. Rico Ioane takes it in. They get 2 players there. A 3rd and a 4th as well, and he picks it up, does Humphrey Kayenge. Passes it off the deck to a trailing number 10 and Samuel Oliech. And what a score before the half. So important.
Easy conversion as well. We have a game on our hands in this Pool A, and they're loving it, aren't they? Kenya 12, New Zealand 7, half-time in this one. And no doubt be very important messages from both camps. So let's listen in.
Now even over there, we got a penalty. Why didn't we just sit in and run a move? We did nothing, we just shoveled it through the hands and we're waiting for someone to break automatically. They hit it on Reeks and they counter-ruck. We set a move, we got some good moves. So then we really hit it and we mean it, so we're gonna mean business and we're gonna break. And then we're getting momentum going forward. We're not doing that because we're only moving at half pace. We set moves, we're keeping them in the game just through our mistakes and not getting it support quick enough.
Kwa sababu sahihi harass kwa line zetu. Ingia utoke ukiwachilia and at least 3-4 faces hivi continuous. Sawa. Gentlemen, we need to give me a heart.
Chapa nyuma, jaribu kudrive mbele. Ataki yetu hapo wananisaidia tu, wanaenda kwanza anakuacha hapo forward hapo wanaenda hapo ile mdogo safi hapo basi nabeba ukweli before
Gordon Tietjens, Sir Gordon Tietjens. Talking about the counter-ruck of Kenya, certainly what caused the try right to the death of that first half, but they've embedded themselves back in the top 8 now, Kenya. You can see the fire in the belly. Even up against men like Sonny Bill Williams. All sport Bill, isn't he? Rugby league, rugby union, boxing, can do it all.
I think Gordon Tietjens spoke about it. Don't have to panic for New Zealand. They've got some great set-piece moves off the tap kick. They should have gone to that rather than just shoveling it and just letting someone else do the work. They've got to be more composed, play a bit smarter, get over the advantage line. They only run it at half speed at the moment.
Fascinating one here then, in Paris.
Nearly another piece of brilliance there from Sonny Bill. Went up and took it in the air under duress, and just as he hit the deck, just knocked it forward a little bit. Great contest. See, he just loses it as he goes to deck. Unfortunately, can't regain it before he does. And the game of 7 is all about possession.
Bind. Set.
Both finalists in Singapore, having lost to South Africa in the Cup quarter-finals. New Zealand. So Kenya, though, picked up in this second half. They left off in the first. William Bakker is a big physical man. Rieko Ioane, though, has turned this one over. It's brilliant work from him, then it's out the back door from Kurt Baker. New Zealand, that is 1.5 miles forward, if not 2 miles. And I thought just for a moment the officials had missed it, but no, some eagle eyes on the far side.
Here's a good 10 metres forward. Unfortunately, Peter Aki, the Hurricane in Super Rugby, took it to the little bit too close to the line. Could have given it a couple metres before that. Would have been an easy try. And that is a huge let-off. And those guys know it on there, the coaching staff. So tense on the sideline.
Winners in Sydney, of course, back-to-back.
Set.
Making it a hat-trick of titles in the home event. We've seen what a home event can do to a team. Seen it here in Paris. Inspired performances from France so far. It's the Paul A decider though, 12-7. Kaenge and Njira just tracking on the inside. Waiodi. And they bring the width down the left-hand side. Lewis Orman almost turned that ball over. Are they going to go? Amunde, Andrew Amunde, the captain, could have a real shock on our hands here.
Well, great footwork by the big man. He picks it up from the ruck, the stop and go. He goes on the outside, but watch the strength of a Monday one-on-one with Kurt Baker. Oh yeah, you betcha. Emphatically puts it down for his third try.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on it.
And he will enjoy watching that, won't he? Going round the outside of Sonny Bill Williams.
I don't think it was, man.
A definite for the highlights reel.
What's been so impressive with this Kenyan team, Johnny, in this game, not their kicking for conversion, but the way they've been able to hold the ball. They have starved New Zealand of possession. They've got nearly 3 times as much passes. What that does, the tackling takes it out of you, and New Zealand at the moment
Time off.
can't do anything on attack because they've had to do too much on defence. Look at that, Kenya dominating possession. The game of sevens, you've got to have the ball. You can't give it away either. That's another thing, but a lot of playmakers come on. Gillies Kaka for New Zealand. Regan Ware also.
Such a strong squad, isn't it? Like Zulia Messa. Not involved. He's made the trip over these last 2 legs.
Matthew's over.
We're in Twickenham next week. The final leg, then it's Rio. Big fend. Ioane. Rieko Ioane. Quite brilliant for the youngster.
Well, it's a simple formula. Give it to the guy who's got X factor. Big bro gives it to little bro. Shoves away Nelson Oyu, and then he has the gas to smoke Collins Injera, who is no slouch. Rieko Ioane gets it done.
He is still a teenager, 19 years of age. It's frightening the level of performance the young man could get to in the next few years.
Well, I think he really has grown under the Sevens program with Sir Gordon Titchens. There's a lot of the things outside the football pitch, whether it be the timekeeping, the discipline with training, the discipline with nutrition. I think he's a guy that really has profited from that.
Certainly looks like, from an outsider's point of view, he's completely bought into it. Ioane is smashed to the ground by Sonny Bill Williams, and it's that fatigue now, mentally and physically. Just some mistakes beginning to creep in.
We can see, I think, just the left hand of Sonny Bill taken out in the air. But Kenya now, they can't afford to shut up shop. That's the secret. They've got to keep attacking New Zealand. If they shut up shop, New Zealand will punish them. They just slow it down here. Go to the set piece line out. New Zealand will contest, that's for sure. Orman will be the man they'll chuck up.
It's not often that win a line out against the head, but New Zealand have done it in this game already against Kenya. Yeah, they've got to keep playing here, Kenya.
Don't you love it though? There's a 5-point gap, 1 score away, getting down to 1 minute and 40 seconds left.
Kenya are taking their time. No surprise there. And they will walk up to this line out. And again, they will take their time.
Well, if there's one thing the 15 other teams on the circuit will know, this New Zealand team can strike right at the death. They did it in their home tournament in Wellington. They did it also in Sydney.
Sydney, yeah, absolutely. A victory from the jaws of defeat. That lot will be hoping it doesn't happen here in Paris. Just brilliant line-out ball from Humphrey Kange. Ball's bobbling around, needs someone to take control of that situation. Here come Kenya again. Siding run. Ball inside. Oh, it's not backwards, says the referee. But New Zealand have possession. 40 seconds to go here. Kaka. Sonny Bill Williams. Ioane. Kenya trying to defend here. Sonny Bill Williams again. Regan Ware is brought down by Kenya. 18 seconds left. in this Pool A decider. Kaka. Injera. Gives Baker the outside, trusts his pace. Ioane having a look, scanning across. His defence has been superb from Kenya. There's the hooter / cockerel. Where? Ioane. Kieran Ioane that time. Kenya on their feet here. New Zealand go left, they may be space and numbers. Riku Ioane. Brilliant tackle from Humphrey Kenge.
Off your feet!
Penalty New Zealand. Kaka goes. And again this season, New Zealand snatch a late score. Should be the win as well.
Heartbreak for Kenya, no doubt about that. They'll move on to the cup section, but New Zealand under pressure execute. Look at the players, 1, 2, 3, 4 around that ruck. Gilly Kaka reacts the quickest. New Zealand get the win.
They trusted their systems, didn't they? In that situation, all that pressure, the win on the line, New Zealand kept their width, and that's in the end what won them the day. They've beaten Kenya 19 points to 7.